Hi, today we're going to program a softener valve for a 5900 clean water store valve, and the first thing we're going to do is go ahead and program the clock time, and we're going to press and hold the top button, the menu enter button, press it for about 4 or 5 seconds, the clock time will start flashing. To change the time, press the set change button, and now you can scroll up through until you arrive at the minute that you like. When you do that, press the menu enter button. Now it goes over to the tens place, and you can set that at what you like. And now it skips over to the hours, and we can set the hours at what we like. And now it's saying, okay, you have 9:45, hit the menu enter button. Now it's asking you to select AM or PM. So let's go ahead and say now we're at 9:45 a.m. So now I've set the clock at 9:45 a.m. and it's bumped me to the next menu option, which is the hardness of the water. You're going to select whatever the hardness is on the water report, plus maybe a couple of bump it up a little bit in case you have iron in the water. As far as that goes, you can get some advice from us on what the hardness setting is best to the setting for. We're going to go ahead and change it to 20. And so we've changed the ones place up to 20, and now we've got the tens place. We're like that. So we've set our hardness at 20 grains, and that's going to divide by the total capacity of the unit, which we're going to program next. So we're at 9:46, we're at AM, and we programmed the hardness setting at 20 grains. Now we're going to go ahead and press both buttons together, press and hold them for about 5 seconds. And now what you've got is T and D. If we're setting it up for a softener, we want it on delay, or D, which means that it's going to give us a gallons value when we're done. And so we're a softener on this video. We're going to go ahead and keep it at D. So I hit the menu enter button. Now it's saying A7. That's saying that in case that the water is very low usage and does not arrive at the fixed gallons point, the machine is going to go ahead and backwash anyway. For a softener, it's generally every 14 days is about what you want it to backwash if no water is being used, if you go on vacation or something. So we set it for 14 days. It'll either backwash at 14 days or when the gallons run out, as we're going to see here in a minute. We go on. Now we're at our regeneration, R for regeneration, at our regeneration time, and currently it is at 2 a.m. And if we wanted to change it, we could change it to anything else. We're going to go ahead and leave it at 2 a.m. Switch the AM and PM, switch the whole hour clock time, and you've established regenerate at 2 a.m. Hit the menu button. Now we're going to our 4 cycle steps. A backwash, generally the first cycle on a softener backwash is 8 minutes. So we're going to go ahead and just change it from 8 back to 8 just so you can see it. And there we are back at 8. Leave the tens place at 0. And now it's saying that it's confirmed it. We go on to the next one. Step 2 is the brine draw, which is traditionally 60 minutes. I'm not going to bother changing it. We're going to go ahead and hit menu enter. Step 3 is rapid rinse, which is also 6 minutes. If we wanted to bump it up to 8 minutes, there we'd bump it up to 8 minutes. Now we've set it at 8 minutes, but it's generally 6. And we hit it one more time. We've got our last step, which is the brine fill. It's going to return water at a rate of about a half a gallon per minute back to the brine tank. So it's 6 minutes, so to put 3 gallons in. That would be a size for a smallest size water softener as far as that goes. We'll keep that and we'll go on. Now it's asking for the capacity of the unit. So we're going to go ahead and set this at a 32,000 capacity. There's the 2, there's the 3. So now we have it set at 32,000 capacity softener. So obviously you could have it at 24, 32, 48, 64, and 80. So then we've got the capacity done, and we hit it one more time. Now we're back to a number of gallons remaining and the clock time. However, that gallons number remaining did not reflect the changes that we just programmed. In order to get it to do that, we're going to go ahead and hold the set and change button for a few seconds. Now the gallons have zeroed out. And now what we're going to do with the red handle bypass valves in the closed position, we're going to go ahead and cycle through the steps. Just the valve is turning. Water is not coming in or going out. Nothing's happening with the water. All we're doing is we're going around the cycle of the 4 cycle steps. There's our 8-minute backwash. We press and hold the button again. It advances to the second step, which is going to be the 60-minute brine draw. We press and hold the set change button again. It's going to advance to the third step, which is the rapid rinse. And now we're going to hit it again. It's going to the fourth step. And one more time. Now it's going to say the number 0, which is service. So now it's going from the fourth step to 0 to the service position. And when it finally arrives and finishes, now we've got the clock time and the updated gallon amount. That's 1,200 gallons. That includes an automatically done by the valve safety factor or reserve capacity of 25%. We programmed the hardness for 20 grains. We divided 20 grains into 32,000 K capacity, 32,000 capacity of grains for hardness that can be removed, which gives us a number of 1,600. 20 divided by 32,000 is 1,600, and then it's got a 25% safety factor, which reduces it down to the 1,200. So right now, this valve is programmed as a softener. It'll backwash every 1,200 gallons or every 14 days, whichever comes first. Thank you.